大家好，我是 Ting， 我们今天继续来玩 ELEX 2。先跟大家说声抱歉哈，好一阵子没有更新了哈。那因为毕竟我前一阵子确诊，那在家里足足关了10天，然后再加7天，因为10天后测已经阴性了，所以再加7天的自主健康管理，然后现在又回去上班，又过了几天，然后才开始录，因为喉咙跟大家讲一下，应该今天的影片我可能话会，我不确定我会不会话少一点，但我很肯定是我只要稍微讲一讲话就开始咳嗽，会开始干咳。那没有办法，我也不晓得是后遗症还是最近感染之后身体变差了，然后又继续慢性发炎还是怎么样，反正就是喉咙就很不好，就觉得种种痒痒卡卡的。大概就这样子，然后因为现在一天也都是6到8万嘛，所以大家还是小心一点吧。那我是已经根本就来不及，突然就家人确诊，然后就一下隔个2-3天我也阳性了，就这样躲不掉。所以我好消息就是我应该可以这3个月在外面吃饭比较不会那个，应该就是无所谓的感觉。好，然后那个。确诊前我有录了一款那个战锤 40K 灰骑士的那款学 XCOM 的那个恶魔猎人混沌之门，本来那款我很期待，可是我真的觉得我玩了一下，我就觉得没有我想象中的好玩，我不知道为什么。然后玩了8个小时，想办法弄了一些任务，然后点一些研究，针对那个混沌之那个叫什么？是瘟疫种子还是什么混沌之种？拿了一堆，然后研究了一些初步的研究，可是我觉得就是好玩不起来。我不知道为什么，是不是因为没有点到强的那个技能？它是不是存在一些比较强的 build？ 譬如说一些纯坦啊或什么的？因为我觉得我应该灰骑士2-3个混沌信徒围上来，我可能就会打得被残血。我觉得太夸张了，我觉得那种。本来灰骑士就是应该下来要大杀四方的，要爽的，我觉得我一点都不爽啊！而且4人小组，只要稍微有一个不小心被围，走位失误被围了，你站立一下就损失1/4。我觉得 XCOM 6个人一组，而且一开始大家是人类，装备比较阳春什么，你打得很辛苦，我觉得没什么道理。可能没道理，我灰骑士下来就是要出来秒杀一切恶魔的，我在那边打一些混沌信徒打得这么痛苦，什么意思啊？而且剧情就不要讲，剧情我觉得就我说不出来，我也感觉不到有紧凑或紧张感或什么的。我觉得 XCOM 的气氛跟它整个一开始的难度到后来你的研发，然后你可以你的护甲升级，慢慢升上去，后面体验，然后有一堆爆炸物可以用什么。我觉得 XCOM 的那个游戏体验的那个曲线设计的比较好，那个混沌之门我真的是8个小时我受不了了，我真的不想玩。我觉得很失望，我很期待那一款，我等好久了，而且我一开始看到画面，我也觉得蛮不错的。我不知道为什么，我觉得战锤最近游戏变多，可是耐玩的游戏没有半个。之前那个 Battle Sector， 我也是玩一玩，我就觉得那个圣血天使的剧情我觉得又在打泰伦重组，我觉得没什么意思，它也不会有一个独立的故事。我觉得剧情是最大的问题了，因为我觉得 GW 可能不愿意让你去改一些自己的故事或什么。大概就这样吧，反正那款是让我很痛苦，我8个小时就不想玩。反正那款录的人应该也不少，所以应该是无所谓了。然后前面花了这么多时间抱怨不是 ELEX 的东西，那我们现在就来解个主线吧。我们现在之前的一些主线 全部都是叫你去每个地方有什么怪兽，有那个什么天启者，然后有什么像那个圣职者这边他妈是一堆失控机器，就很无聊。主线到后来竟然全部都是这种悬赏任务，我觉得我超无言的。然后我就全部解掉，那边我全部都没录。那现在我们终于来到这个敌人的崛起，我们好像要找莱茵霍尔德，看他对话或什么。那我希望这一集是最后一集了，我目标是2个半小时以内把它录完了。那我如果录到接近2个小时，发现后面还一长串，那我就再多录一集，大概就这样。今天的这个内容大概就今天的一个步调大概就这样子。好，我们来找莱茵霍尔德吧。然后现在不知道什么这款游戏 ELEX 2，我不知道它最近是更新还是怎么样。它现在吃 CPU 吃的比 GPU 还要满，我 CPU 几乎是满载，所以有的时候会稍微画面转一下什么的就卡顿，那我没办法，大家就专注在看对话跟剧情好了。
We need to discuss the status report again.
Of course.
These problems must be taken care of before we launch our assault on the main former in Maracor.
You're right. I wish I had better news for you. I've received word that our misguided brothers and sisters of the Alb faction are becoming a problem again. Some of the more extreme amongst them are attempting to ally themselves with the Skyans.
I was afraid that might happen.
I just don't understand. It's insane. Don't they see it could lead to the end for all of us? The Albs never change. Their single-minded pursuit of the next step of evolution leaves them blind to what's happening in the real world.
We need to discuss the status report again.
Of course.
Some Albs... These problems...
You're...
哦，好吧，他这个是又一个子任务。
Stop these Albs before they reach Maracor. Otherwise, the Skyans' advantage will grow even stronger.
是我错觉吗？怎么觉得声音有点小？其实音量没有多小，好吧，那大家自己把音，大家如果内建的 YouTube 的音效拉满的话，就自己再把音响的音效再拉满吧。我只能这样子。所以现在任务，来的又是全场任务，又要杀一大堆失明的奥尔博，应该是不长眼的奥尔博才对。好，我们来看看他们这些不长眼的人在哪。哇，就直接在这个传送门旁边。好，所以我们传送过去，直接就会大战了，就这样了。最后主线都是这种悬赏任务，真的是很没有诚意耶。可想而知，主线应该很快就可以结束。我靠！这个不长眼的奥尔博有点硬啊，有点硬到我要贴过去拿散弹枪打才比较好打。 哎靠！奇怪，我刚刚觉得我闪掉，按下去，它还是有点延迟。他这个竟然是用电浆武器。
Well, that's that. Let's see what happens now. It won't stay peaceful for long, but I think the biggest threats to us clerics have finally been eliminated. Judicator Reinhold should know about this.
哦，完成了。想不到又是一个这么无聊的悬赏任务。
Those misguided Albs didn't make it to Marikor.
You stopped them? Excellent news. It's fortunate we can rely on you in matters like these. Or, to put it another way, I'm very glad you are on our side.
We need to discuss the status report again.
Of course.
The most serious threats posed by the hacked machines and the misguided Albs have been dealt with.
Good work, Jax. But let us remember that mankind is still in peril.
I haven't forgotten that.
I trusted that was the case. May the Creator have mercy on us all.
Ah, 对，我们还要再跟卡桑德拉再沟通一次。好。
Let's talk to Cassandra one last time. Same location, same method. I mean, lightning can't strike the same spot twice, right? Try it again. Contact Cassandra.
Connection to Control Unit 0 established.
So, where were we?
Analyzing.
Ah, that's right. We were talking about your carrier medium, the Dark ELEX. How can you reverse the transmutation process after being bitten?
My analysis of your metabolism reveals an advanced stage of transmutation without metamorphosis. This is abnormal behavior.
I'll ask you again. Wait. Oh, I get it. You don't know how it all works. You have no fucking idea, do you? You're not a control unit. You're just an executive body, a Skyam puppet. They programmed you, and they control your processes. That's it, huh?
Comprehensive investigation in an appropriate research cell is vital.
Of course. It's your scientists. They're wondering why I still haven't turned into one of your creatures. It's one of the reasons you want Dawkins, too, huh? Don't want him leading an even stronger resistance against Dark ELEX.
Hold your position. The curators here will take you into custody. Where is your prototype?
Who gave you the damn order to look for us? Who wants to autopsy us anomalies?
Analyzing.
Who programmed you? Who's behind all this?
Analyzing.
Give me their fucking name! Infection. I'd already forgotten about it again.
Not now.
I should train my mind before that thing happens to me. What the hell?
Contact. Enemy units detected.
Shit!
Sensors detect no trace of Control Unit 0.
Cassandra retreated. Maybe I was a little rough there. Well, activate enhanced security protocols, little guy. I think we found out what we can.
Acknowledged.
It wasn't a lot, but still. Now I know what we need to face the Skyans in Marikor.
Sensors detect weak signal from direction of Betara. The former is sharing contact data.
A message from the Skyans. What is it?
Principal Teak awaiting arrival of second humanoid anomaly in Betara Command Unit.
An audience with the Skyan elite, huh? Guess I piqued somebody's interest.
Additional data packets transferred. Isolation active.
Right. Leave enhanced security protocols active. Those sons of bitches will just try and take you over again. You better leave your visor closed until I've talked to Principal Tayak.
Acknowledged.
We have to take care of ourselves first. I need a few good fighters by my side.
Recommendation. Verify loyalty of comrades.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'll have to do that before we go into battle. I can't afford to have any setbacks or betrayals right now. Thanks for the tip, pal.
Stand by. Training of Commander Core mental stability urgently recommended.
对，我们在这边开始精神锻炼，然后后面那些主任们、天启者们已经磨刀霍霍。结束吧，开打吧。
That could be important.
刚好像任务是跳，看来是要选同伴去做最终的任务，不知道会不会结局会因此有影响。因为像我之前已经选择跟卡雅成为伴侣，如果最后最终任务选了福克斯，不知道会不会卡雅会不会不爽哦？看一下我们的日志。好，我们先回去确认那个伙伴吧。决定在我们那个面对 moment of truth 之前，我们就先花时间陪他好了。
How's it going?
Please, can't you see I'm still working? Are you all right?
Of course.
I just wish we had more time.
I know.
It's time I turn my attention to more important matters.
Well, so be it. It won't be long before we're at war. Will you still be fighting by my side when the time comes?
How dare you ask me that?
Well, I need to know.
Oh, shut up. Of course I'll still be by your side. What else would I be doing, you idiot?
Another ally to check off the list. Let's keep going. Almost time for the big battle. You ready for this?
This is what I do best. Chaos. You think I'm gonna let you start this bloodbath without me? No way.
Good.
There won't be anything good about it. You can bet on that.
And another ally. Let's keep going. We'll be going to Maricor soon. You come with me?
Maricor? Are you insane? No way. Man, guess you can see right through me now, can't you, big guy? Of course I'll come. Not like I have anything better to do. I'll be there.
Another ally I can check off my list. We'll be heading to Maricor soon. You coming with us?
Of course. The Skyans culture holds all manner of mysteries. I am eager to understand them.
Thanks. I wouldn't want to do it without you.
Likewise.
Let's keep going. We'll be going to war against the enemy soon. Are you with us?
What? You want to keep all the fun to yourself? Fuck that. Of course I'm coming.
Glad to hear it.
Oh, don't get all sentimental on me now. Gives me the runs.
Another ally to check off the list.
还有谁没问？尼拉，对。
We're nearing the final decisive stages of this war. Will you fight with me until the end?
I can't say for sure that I'll survive. I'm not that battle-hardened. But I'll try. I'll follow you to the battle for Maricor.
Thanks for trusting in me.
We'll see. Remains to be seen whether it'll end well for both of us.
好了，看来主要伙伴都问完了，应该是没有人会背刺吧？应该吧。然后，这个要克罗尼要干嘛？
All right, let's begin my mental training.
Acknowledged. Initiating training protocol.
Thanks. Hopefully that'll be enough for a while.
Stand by.
Let's get a summary of the tasks we have ahead of us.
Stand by.
I've taken care of the riots going on in the lands of the free people. That'll help out the Sixth Power. A principal called Teak wants me to visit him in the Batara Former. I'll need to be careful. It could be an audience with a Skyan superior or just a cheap attempt to trap me. I still don't know. It's about time we took Dawkins out. The sooner the better. Tell me right away if you track him down.
Acknowledged.
Last but not least, we need to get Cassandra to open the gateway to the main former. That's definitely going to be difficult. So let's keep going. We have a lot to do.
Stand by.
I see.
应该不用带克罗尼上去那边吧？我们带福克斯好了。福克啦，不是福克斯。
Follow me.
Sure thing.
There are many rumors about the aliens roaming our lands and infecting them with purple stuff. But we have survived many catastrophes in the past. We can handle this one too. This is me, Herbert, broadcasting from the orbit.
没什么好东西。好吧，我们来解主线吧。我们他这边一定就是这个塔，我们要打进去。然后塔的话就跟其他塔一样，里面是一堆生物。
This place is unsettling.
This is the Batara former command cell. And where's Principal Tayak?
"终于可以对话了吗？
And out of their midst will come men who will tower above all others, and yet be equal to them."
So you must be Principal Tayak. Didn't know Skyans could speak our language.
What has long rested in darkness has returned to the light of the world. Yes, we speak your language, and yes, they call me Tayak now. A designation of my identity, one that has not completely shed its roots.
You were waiting for me.
I called, and you came.
Why now? Why haven't you tried to negotiate with humans before?
Your attempts to infiltrate Cassandra were impressive. You are worthy of our attention.
What makes you think you have the right to destroy our planet?
It is as much our planet as it is yours, and we will improve it.
Who are you? Where the hell are you from?
The ground beneath you tells our story, but there are few who could remember it now.
But why Magellan? Couldn't you have found another world?
Unless you are aware of an alternative habitat, that is not a viable proposal.
Why invade now? Why not before?
We had not completed our primary research. We would have been unprepared.
You're not giving me straight answers. Just a load of bullshit.
You hear the words, but your mind is too limited to discern the truth behind them.
Why did you call me? What do you want from me?
You are the second humanoid anomaly. If anyone can understand, it would be you.
What the fuck?
You could ask 1,000 more questions, and I could answer them all. And yet your mind would not apprehend this knowledge without the one answer to every question.
And what's that?
Who we are, where we come from, where we are going, and how much time we have left is all at the will of the singularity. It is the source. It is our God. It is the ELEX. And it will be the end of us all.
More damn riddles. How am I supposed to understand anything if everything you say just raises more questions?
Your thoughts are tied in knots, when really it's all so simple. Let me explain it to you from the very beginning. First, there was desire, a shared obsession for eternal life. We were not the only ones with such a desire. There was another, a scientist and inventor, making his name at what was then called the Infinite Skies Corporation.
You're talking about Dawkins.
It was he who invented the formula for immortality. He who discovered the singularity, a celestial body with the necessary laboratory conditions, many light years away. And so the inventor sent a delegation of scientists there, so that they could make his elixir of life a reality. And they succeeded. The first ELEX was created, but the inventor was still here on Magellan. If he was to remain alive for the many decades of research ahead, he would need the first derivative of the ELEX brought to him. And so the comet became the emissary of this miracle, delivering both the ELEX and the cataclysm that would reduce the planet to ashes. The rest of Magellan's story you wrote yourself.
I thought it must have been something like that. Callahan wasn't the only spacecraft sent to save mankind from the comet. There was a second one, carrying a group of scientists, and its name was Cassandra. That's who you are, isn't it? You're the scientist Dawkins sent in search of eternal life. When I first heard what you called yourselves, it sounded like sky ants. But you're not insects. You're not even beings from another planet. You're scientists. And you risked everything, heading into the sky in search of the very essence of life. Everything that's happened to our world over the last 2 centuries. It's because of you. You developed ELEX and brought it here.
My name was once Taylor, but many years of metamorphosis and cellular renewal turned me into something else. Turned us all into something unique. We became the Skyans. I am Tayak now, the guardian of Betara, one of those who will improve Magellan.
You call what you do improving? Killing everything and everyone and building your own world? We've got another word for that. Genocide.
Those who are worthy will be transformed. All others are expendable.
What was it like, being shot into the sky like that?
We are immortal. We can do things the rest of humanity can't even dream are possible. But it has come at a high cost. After centuries near the singularity, developing the ELEX, we began to change. But we came to an even more devastating realization. The singularity was moving. Slowly at first, then faster and faster. Even the most hardened skeptics could no longer deny what we had started to suspect. You see, the ELEX was not just made near the singularity. Many of the components were actually taken from it.
Does that mean?
Yes. The ELEX is part of the singularity, and it wants it back.
That thing, it's on its way here? You stole part of its essence and now it's coming to take it back. To reunite with the ELEX. Is that what you're saying?
Your mind is beginning to see now. To understand.
Why the hell are you telling me this? What do you want?
You are the second humanoid anomaly. You are a DNA replicant of Dr. Adam Charles Dawkins, or Deus, as he is known among Skyans. You have a direct connection to him. Of all living humans, you must know where he is.
As it happens, I have no idea where Dawkins is now. But why is he so important to you?
Those of us who left in the Cassandra space shuttle risked our lives. and had to live in open space for decades. Dawkins only had one job. He was to prepare this planet for our return with the first derivative of the ELEX we sent him. But when we finally received word from him and returned, well, so much has gone wrong with this planet in our absence.
So you want to make Dawkins pay for not preparing the planet for you? But that's not the whole story, is it? You don't understand why I still resist your infection, do you? Cassandra's computer told me. My superhuman willpower is a mystery, and you're starting to realize I could be dangerous to you. How am I doing so far?
You see much.
So you want to drag me off to your labs and tie me to one of your dissection tables? Of course. And since I'm Dawkins' DNA replicant, you think I must have the same abilities he does. So take me apart, and you learn all about him, too.
Since you seem to understand everything so clearly, there's no need to prolong things. If you can't help us find him, this conversation is over. Dawkins won't be able to hide forever.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Just one more thing.
Enough questions. It is time to study your anomaly. We have very little time before the singularity arrives. We must be prepared. That means expending our knowledge of mutability, and your DNA could save us many years of research. Now, make your way to one of our research cells. You cannot win the battle with the new ELEX anyway. Sooner or later, you will become one of us.
Then why are you so eager to take me apart? You don't know shit. Anyway, even if it does come to that, it'll be my decision, not yours.
Enough! We need to finish this now.
Over my dead body.
If that is how it must be.
Attack!
哇，突然要打 BOSS 了。
Fucking son of a bitch. Dawkins is the cause of everything that's happened to humanity. The world fell to his arrogance and greed. He wanted nothing more than to prolong his own miserable existence. And now, when the spirits he summoned are haunting him, it disappears. This has to stop. For good. My drone needs to find him. I must put an end to his plans.
果不其然，道金斯就是幕后黑手。看来这样子 ELEX 2应该是不会出第3代了。这一代已经等于是把奥能的这个起源还有来龙去脉都说明清楚了。好，我们先传送回去，说不定那个无人机就会来通知我，已经找到他的下落了。为什么我点不起来 ？What the fuck？ 换个滑鼠。来看，真的点不下去。什么情况？我想传送出去啊！难不成等一下有剧情？
Interesting. Something's happening to me. I think I'm starting to develop the ability to control it. I'm becoming one with the dark ELEX and its properties, just as the Sky Ants feared. Dawkins, I will find you, and I will finish this.
看得我一脸懵逼。我们突然可以使用黑暗奥能的力量吗？有吗？我可没看到技能有啊。
Train.
啊，自制力不够啊。好，技能学完了，传回去吧。
What about Dawkins? Can you locate him?
Negative. Dawkins outside sensor range.
Stay alert. We need to find that son of a bitch.
Stand by.
Let's get a summary of the tasks we have ahead of us.
Stand by.
It's about time we took Dawkins out. The sooner the better. Last but not least, we need to get Cassandra to open the gateway to the main former. That's definitely going to be difficult. So let's keep going. We have a lot to do.
Stand by.
How are things with you, Falk?
Excellent. Being by your side is proving to be a very interesting experience.
现在好像突然这个进度卡住了，有点讨厌了。那我们上去睡个1-2觉，看会不会？还是我们先找我们老爸谈看看。
Don't worry, I'm not gonna.
没有任何特殊对话。好，我们先睡个1-2觉，看克罗尼会不会来提醒我们。
Commander, Dawkins detected near Deltara former.
Damn it! We're too late. Skyans already got him. I don't know what they've got planned for him in Deltara, but whatever it is, it won't be good for us.
Immediate intervention recommended. Risk of compromise 98.6%.
Yeah, you're right. We gotta drag Dawkins out of there before the Skyans squeeze everything out of him.
Acknowledged.
果然要等一天才会出发。好，直接开搞。那我们去找道金斯那个小王八蛋。啊，其实应该先去买点子弹。就1000多发被我打掉200多。
This is a dangerous area.
我们先去古鲁托补个子弹好了。应该他这边应该有卖散弹的。
I got things to do. Hey, Dex?
Yeah?
I'll make it up to you someday, okay? All that time I missed with you.
You're my father, and you're a good guy, so I'm very proud of you. But I hope you'll be there when I need you.
I'll do my best, I promise.
Cool. Maybe that's enough.
You're not the first person to say that.
哇，只有80发，太少了吧
？Humans should pay attention to the lessons these ruins can teach.
80发加减用吧。
Finally. I thought I'd never find you.
Jax, You're here. You came to save my life?
Actually, I still don't know what I'm gonna do with you. Should I ram my gun down your throat now or after you explain things?
I see. I take it you've spoken to the Skyans.
Did you really think you'd keep your story secret forever?
No, but I hoped I'd get the chance to explain everything to you before the invaders did.
You've had plenty of chances. If things hadn't turned out this way, you probably would have taken the secret to your grave.
Maybe you're right, but perhaps we should get out of here before...
You're not going anywhere. Not until you tell me everything you've done. To me, to humanity.
Well, seems I don't have much choice. All right, let's talk about it if we must.
When did you find out about the comet heading for Magellan? Was it before or after you started planning to live forever?
The comet wasn't the beginning. I first sighted it 5 years before it crashed here. But even before that, years before, when I was still a young man, I observed a much more significant phenomenon in the sky.
The singularity.
All my research, all the observations, all the calculations, they all told me this was an incredible discovery. It was the answer to all the questions humanity had ever asked, and more. Much more than that. But I didn't have the resources then to fathom its true nature. Then, years later, when the Infinite Skies Corporation was founded, I had my chance. Unlimited resources. Everything I needed. And still, I couldn't really comprehend what I was seeing. It seemed to turn all the laws of physics, all the laws of nature, on their head. The results of my research and the lessons I learned from the Singularity's behavior brought me fame and the recognition of my colleagues. But even when many of them tried to denounce me, I continued my research, though I soon reached the limits of what I could learn.
How did you create ELEX?
I didn't. It was there all along, in the Singularity itself. ELEX is a part of it. It just needed to be modified and adapted to humans. I was getting old then, increasingly aware of my mortality. I realized I would never reap the rewards of my work if I didn't...
Find a way to live forever.
Yes. Even there, the Singularity helped me set the wheels in motion. But I couldn't do it down here on Magellan. I had to go up, to the Singularity itself. It was the only place with the right conditions. But the journey would have taken far too long. I needed a faster way. A technology you've seen for yourself. It's been a feature of the skies for years, ever since the war against the Alps.
You mean the strange ring the hybrid created?
Correct. An artificial wormhole. A bridge from this world to another. I sent a group of scientists through it. They came back more than 160 years later as highly developed, immortal beings.
Why didn't you go yourself? Why leave it to others?
Because of the comet. This rock, this tremendous destructive force on a collision course with our world. I was afraid if I went with them, we'd return to a planet reduced to rubble and dust.
And that's exactly what happened. You didn't stop it, whether you were here or on the other side of the galaxy.
It wasn't a question of whether it would hit Magellan. The question was whether humanity would survive.
You could have saved the planet. You could have changed the comet's course with your spacecraft.
I tried. I was the one who started projects like Cassandra and Callahan. But when panic breaks out, well, few people are willing to pull together for a common cause.
How did the first ELEX get into the comet?
My Cassandra scientists had to hurry once they reached the Singularity. They quickly had their first success. They sent Blue ELEX back to us on a carrier rocket. But soon after launch, it became clear it would never reach Magellan. A fatal miscalculation they could do nothing to correct. But the rocket could reach the comet that was fast approaching the planet. So they steered it onto its path, and soon, the ELEX was here, and my work could begin.
Your work to prolong your miserable life at the expense of millions of other lives.
Yes. A tragedy, I admit.
How did you manage to smuggle all those scientists aboard Cassandra without anyone realizing it?
At first, nobody knew anything about the comet or any spacecraft. Of course, once things were in the open, I was forced to share my research with everyone. Research that might save a lot of lives, maybe all of them. But Cassandra was to be my project. I kept it secret to make sure it didn't suffer the same fate as Callahan. All people did was argue, blaming mistakes on each other. I couldn't allow that to happen with Cassandra, so...
So you got rid of anyone who could have talked about it, right?
It was a dark time. Not one I'm proud of.
Your scientists, or whatever they are now, spoke of the singularity as if it were a god.
Isn't it? It contains secrets that no one, not even I, could ever discover. Not in 1,000 lifetimes of research. It gives eternal life. It creates new life forms from nothing. It decides whether we all live or die.
Principal Teac says it's moving towards us. It could hit us at any moment. And from what you're telling me, this is nothing like a simple comet. This will destroy us all.
So what is it, if not pure divinity?
Stop fucking with me! How do we stop it, genius?
The Skyans have been set on their path from the very beginning. It's this plan that drives them. It's their reason for being. The reason anyone who gets in its way is destroyed.
Oh yeah? So what is this plan?
All in good time, Jax. We need to survive this war before we can move on to the next one.
What about the DNA replication? Why did you share your genes with me?
I've been trying to prepare the planet for the arrival of the Skyans for years. That's what the Albs and their directive were for. And for a while it was working. But once the Albs set up the first converter in the lands of the Free People, the tide turned. The hybrid, that thing I was a part of once, sensed resistance among the Albs. There were a lot of skeptics and even saboteurs, especially among the technicians. The foundation of a hostile group, the Separatists, became inevitable. But there you were, a highly effective and confident commander. Even then, your willpower was a thing to behold. I replicated my own DNA with that of the Alb with the greatest mental strength I could find to protect myself and my legacy. It was a backup, if you will. Being in the hybrid capsule prevented me from doing anything as mundane as procreating.
That explains your interest in my son. But you won't be going near him again. I'll make sure of that.
After the replication, your willpower became even stronger. You were the only one who could resist being promoted to Alexander. Even implanting a control chip in your head had little effect. That's one reason I chose you to establish and lead the Sixth Power. If anyone can stop the Skyans, it's you.
Where does this great willpower come from? What did you do to me that even the Skyans don't understand?
The gifts to exercise great power over ELEX are rooted in the configuration and harmonies of an individual's DNA. And willpower is one of these gifts. There are others, such as superhuman creativity or imagination, or superhuman strategic and mathematical problem-solving. You and I are not just the humanoid anomalies the Skyans would have us believe. We are ELEX elementals, my friend. Our gifts give us the power to shape both ourselves and the fate of the world.
Why the Sixth Power? Why so much effort?
Because the Skyans want to level the planet, and I no longer have the power to stop them. I'm not one of them anymore. I'm their enemy.
Who can blame them for wanting you dead? All these elaborate schemes, all that effort, for such a long time.
Well, that's the price of eternal life. And I'm paying it now.
And so is everyone else, you bastard. You're nothing but a murderer.
Maybe. But the Skyanids are far worse. Just think of the sheer scale of what they're doing.
And what about what we did in those converters? Squeezing the ELEX out of people.
What is it you want, Jax? Justice? World peace? What's that compared to standing before God and being granted eternal life?
You've done nothing but lie and manipulate me. Well, I'm done. The super soldier you bred to serve you quits right here and now.
There's no need for us to be at odds, Jax.
Of course there is. It's the only way I'll ever be free.
Fine, if that's the way you want it. Just don't expect me to give up without a fight. If I win, I promise to honor your legacy. Your work will not have been in vain.
Enough talking. Let's end this now.
As you wish.
Big mistake!
但是他们最后为什么要打起来，我还是没有看太懂。
Shit! Damn it. That son of a bitch. Doesn't matter. I need to keep going. Otherwise, there'll be nothing left to fight for. Well, that was certainly, man.
Eh?
Wardek's actions are and always have been motivated by his fears of going cold turkey off ELEX. It's hard to believe if you'd seen him the way he was. The commander in charge of the Ice Palace.
Are you sure this is a good place
这个就是我们
for us
游
to
戏
be?
开始的地方啊，现在才发现的。然后走出去嘛，然后在那边世界之星嘛，对。哇靠，这个看不太懂这个剧情啊。这样我看一下录多久，一个半小时，看来要再多一集。
Let's get a summary of the tasks we have ahead of us.
Stand by.
We've cleared all the obstacles that have stopped us from marching into Maricor. Now the Sixth Power can do what it was meant to do. I'll go through the plan of attack in Maricor with Thialk. We'll free the territories from the invaders. But what then? We still haven't got a plan for how we're going to get the gateway open.
Probability that Cassandra will cooperate, 0%.
Yeah, I know, little guy. Her machines aren't taking any half measures. Nobody can match up to their willpower.
Analyzing.
Also, I still don't know how we're supposed to get in. Let's take care of the other things first. I'll figure out the rest as we go.
Acknowledged.
Follow me. This is it. Let's gather the forces of the Sixth Power and march into Maricor.
Yes. Now is the time. I've received reports of Skyan troops moving into Maricor. A principal and his combat troop are waiting in the center of Maricor on the command of the main former. Another is located in the corporate ruins to the west of this territory. There's also a group of Skyhands in one of the Skynid-infested sectors on the front line in Maricor. Reportedly, there's a second group directly behind them, in the uninhabitable sector. Of course, they're at the entrance to the pass that leads to this cursed land of Maricor. All factions are about to invade our territories with their primary forces. If we don't deal with this now, it may already be too late.
So what's your plan?
Our military forces will take care of the Skyan curators and agitators. You and your comrades can help best by taking care of their leader. Then destroy everything that's left.
So let's go.
We're ready to march immediately.
Very good. Let's end this invasion as quickly as we can.
Move out!
哎，我靠，直接开打了！我以为只是要先制定计划，而且这好像是这是我们儿子，是不是？他已经也回来了。我们有多少打多少吧。
Save it for later, champ. Let's get this over with first.
Maybe we should discuss our plan again. The attack in Morrocourt. Commander, things have turned out as we feared. The enemy have advanced from main former Cassandra. They're ready to invade our territories. We're awaiting your orders to advance and put an end to them. We will honor those who marched with us into Morrocourt. Advance! For the glory of Magellan!
哦，难得可以看到这么多 NPC 一起打，不过可惜这场面还是小了一点哈。巫师3再怎么样那个防卫凯尔莫罕打那个狂烈，还有最后在那个群岛那边跟那个狂烈对决，场面还是稍微大一些啊。不过这游戏 NPC 一多我就累个，所以先录个2场。这边有个首席啊。
Immortality or not, principle has been defeated. Who's next? 看起来应该就是把之前的伙伴拆成一区一区，然后每一区一个任务解完。不晓得最后是不是我们要一个人杀进去，然后牺牲自己这样子。靠，迪亚哥被击晕了。
Maricor is a dangerous land. Deploy your resources carefully. I'll try to make sure you return. Good luck on the battlefield and in the main former. May our casualties not be in vain. Commander, for Magellan.
Yes, let's do that. The Skyan troops are still being led by a principal. In the center of Maricor. In this infested region in front of the pass into the land. In the uninhabitable region in the east. In the corporate ruins in the west. And don't forget the hordes of Skyanid and other Skyan attackers. We still have a lot to do if we want to win.
Let's defeat them quickly before they invade our territories.
Save it for later.
看来目前是没有办法叫伙伴的。看这边还没漏网之鱼。
Let me help you.
哇，这边就2个人。
You coming or what? When are we leaving? I can't wait to stick it to those scumbags up there.
Let's go.
It's about fucking time. I'll get you!
Principal to deal with. Who's next?
That was disappointing. I am struggling to describe my feelings. That was a valuable experience. Time to investigate our surroundings. I expect a fine performance from you in the main former. Good luck.
Hey, you! What? That's it? Never mind, I'll hold down the fort here. Make sure to take out the main former. Got it?
我觉得部里的同伴任务，我们是不是把它卖掉？其实这边公爵就会派人来帮我们打。我感觉就是这样子。哇，都什么时候了？这边还有保险箱可以开啊！哇，我这么神，2次就猜中了，虽然没什么好东西。好吧，我懒得收刮了。这样子今天好像有机会耶，2个半小时好像有机会哦。
Again. We're ready. Waiting for your order to attack the sky and positions ahead.
Advance.
As you wish. Here we go.
You won't get away from me!
You won't get away from me!
The principal is dead. Who's next?
This part of the country should be safe now. Now we have to take out the center. We'll hold down the fort here.
我飞不飞得过去啊？哇，这边要我自己打，不会吧？哎、真的，这边要我自己打，我靠！我还有都是调查员而已。我操！
Relative immortality or not, principle is being defeated. Who's next?
啊，我只能说他把这个最后的一个大家应该一起推的一个很史诗壮观的场面，我不确定他是不是这游戏可能他为了一些效能上的牺牲，把它做成分区的任务了。这样做其实感觉真的是史诗感低蛮多的。因为巫师3从前面你在外面配合防护罩、隐形跟人家打，一路推到城内，然后面对着传送门进来，还有那个突然传送门一开，然后超低温冻结什么，然后还有过场动画，巫师3还是比较强嘛，没办法。
a volatile situation. Powder keg. Where are our orders? We need to get moving. Forward, march! Ah, just like old times, am I right? And off we go.
他激光枪怎么痛？
That should be the last form of Theog.
我的课被挤晕了，笑死！可能是不是我做的选择的问题？怎么我方的感觉跟他那个之前做的 CG 动画，感觉我方的阵容实在是寒酸呐、啊！这边一定超累格。那个影片已经惨不忍睹，大家就还是看看剧情吧。我不知道为什么他这游戏现在这么吃 CPU。我要么就是换 CPU， 换 CPU 就换电脑，不然就是另外搞一台笔电在旁边用截取卡去录，只能这样。哇，好远！看错，我刚刚想说上面是不是有个 NPC 就是敌人靠背。啊，看来这才是我们的主力啊。
This part of the country should be safe now. We'll hold down the fort here.
蒂亚哥，蒂亚哥呢？对啊，蒂亚哥死哪里去了？靠！ 哇，他已经走去那了，怎么可能？哎，这样，这个高度没抓好。因为我刚好像点那个 HP 回复，它好像是被动哦，难怪我现在血慢慢回满。啊 shit， 要摔死了！哎，没事。靠！下面那么多敌人，你怎么上来？哎，他这个大门的这个粒子效果做的还不错哎，赞哎，蛮酷的。
Yes, let's do that. Okay, so we have eliminated the greatest threats in Maricor.
Yes. The largest attack on our territories has been defended. We'll continue clearing the remaining forces. Our needs at the base will have to wait. I'm grateful for your support. See you at the base, our bastion, Commander. The main former is still standing. It will continue spawning new beasts and attackers if we don't disable it.
Consider it done.
You are the greatest commander I've faced battle with. It's an honor. I wish you success, and a pinch of luck. You'll need it.
哎呀他妈的！我还回去找克罗尼 U4 ，shit！ 哎，好像叫我们回去看看儿子。打完这一战，看会不会有什么特殊对话。
Everything okay?
Yeah, I guess.
好，没有，一个感言都没有。
Dex, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you?
I have to tell you about the spirits. I heard their voice again.
What are you talking about?
It was when I was in Tavar, near the former there. I could sense the strange presence. Remember how I told you about it?
Yeah, I remember. You said there was something, but that was just...
Well, it's back. Only this time it's coming from somewhere else. I can hear them. It's like ghosts talking.
So, you hear voices. Okay. And what do you want me to do?
I have to go there. We have to go there.
All right. Can you tell me why at least?
I know this is gonna sound a little crazy, but...
I believe you. Just look at who your mother and father are. You were always going to be special. Besides, so much crazy stuff has happened lately. There isn't much that can surprise me anymore. The thing is, I have a hell of a lot of stuff to do, Dex.
I know, but this is really important.
What do these voices say? What are they talking about?
It's always just fragments, never whole sentences, but they say things like analyzing, marching orders, troop movement, or sensor range, algorithm, or control unit 0.
Wait a minute. Did you just say control unit 0? That's the identifier for Cassandra, the central computer of the main former in Maricor.
Yeah, it's just some stuff your drone keeps babbling.
Are you really saying you can hear the former central computers communicating with each other?
I'm not sure, but yes, it's some kind of communication. It's not just that though. I can hear where a voice comes from, even the direction it's speaking in. Like, the last few days, I kept hearing one of these voices coming from way up north. And it was speaking in the direction of one of the big formers in Ignadon.
So you're saying Cassandra's trying to contact Alfara? Well, that's what it sounds like, at least.
Maybe.
So what do you have in mind?
I don't really want to go all the way north, but I want to take a look at the former that this voice was trying to reach. I feel like I'll understand them better then.
I hate saying this because it could put you in danger, but this could actually help us.
Really?
If you can really eavesdrop on the data traffic, we might be able to learn some important secrets without anyone noticing. This could make all the difference in the war.
I'll do my best. Oh, yeah. Before I forget, I have something for you. The Morcons has some really weird stuff. They can be pretty scary sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes I think about that too.
Here, this is for you. I managed to swipe it from them. I bet you can use it.
Yeah, sure. Thanks. So, you want to go to the Alfara former. All right. It's risky, but I'll take you. If you can tap into Cassandra's AI, it could really help us.
Great. Let's go then.
But you do what I tell you, and you do nothing until you've asked me first. Understood?
Yes. So when do we start? I can't wait.
Why don't you and Asker go on ahead to the region near Alfara and wait for me there?
Thank you, Father. I'm sure the risk will be worth it.
I hope so.
See you later.
So, my son is on his way to the Alfara former. Time for some additional preparations. But I should hurry. I can't leave Dex alone too long.
我们去看一下，去看他们卖子弹。
All those who have seen a mutant and survived.
Good.
然后我们去把克罗尼叫回来，就结束这一集吧。靠，他一个人留在这。 好吧，这一集的话，应该就先到这边好了。我感觉后面应该看动画或对话什么的，还有战斗，应该也要1个小时1到1个半小时。我感觉差不多要这样子，所以应该是2个半小时不可能录得完。那我们就不要把这集时速弄那么长，这样子。那前面有一些战斗，譬如说回去找那个塔中间的，要不要剪掉？我觉得我再想一下好了，因为我现在觉得他这个战斗，因为我到后期我觉得玩近战，我觉得好像我点的流派跟选的派系，好像近战不是很强。我不确定近战是不是一定要摩尔跟人，而且近战。双手斧或什么我都用不出来什么特殊攻击，全部近战特殊攻击只有脚踢而已，所以我也不懂。我随便一个小兵都可以用个什么回旋斩或什么的，我就只有轻攻重攻，就觉得不是很好玩，所以就选了现在这个用枪的。那枪从头到尾打其实是蛮无聊的，没什么观赏性，所以就我再考虑一下战斗要不要剪掉。好，那剧情的部分。我觉得道金斯那边前面听他讲他以前的那个来龙去脉就还可以，后面他们吵起来，我觉得有一点那个对白，我不确定是没写好还是没翻好，还是什么。我觉得好像 Jax 有点词不达意。虽然说他的确从第1集到第2集受了。第1集吃了那么多道金斯的苦，第2集被蒙在鼓里帮他打工，对，应该是蛮不爽。觉得他那个对白可能写的不够精确吧，就突然就吵起来，突然就打起来，然后最后他还是传送走，我就觉得那一段蛮鸟的。更别提那个我们用火焰 VS 我们用火焰拳 VS 他的寒冰拳的那个两边能量互轰的那个很。七龙珠式的场景，那我就不讲了。对，那后面的剧情，马拉克的战斗，我觉得他把最后应该要整个大军推进去，一个区一个区打，他把它分区变成各个任务点，其实就史诗感跟流畅度就有低蛮多，所以这游戏虽然 ELEX 在国外评价还好，可是我觉得它的规模跟巫师3比还是差了一点的。那拿巫师3来比，我不确定对他公不公平啊。但是拿一城余生4来跟他比，好像一城余生4的话，最起码你选的阵营要去灭别人的时候，好像也没有队友帮你打吼。一城余生4，我一城余生4没玩，我是看别人的影片。我记得你选学院，最后去打钢铁兄弟会的时候，有援军吗？好像没有啊。他也没有帮你打，好吧。如果是拿一城余生4来比的话，好像其实史诗感差不多低嘛，对不对？只是一城余生4的战斗啊，还有那个你可以穿动力盔甲什么的，还是比他这边的游玩过程应该还是比他这边好嘛。结局是另一回事嘛，过程的体验应该还是不错的。好吧，那我对这游戏现在已经没什么特别的想法。我觉得中间最好玩20等到30等，大概从18到30之间是最好玩、最有动力的，可以拿护甲、学技能什么，而且因为你的整体战力提升，野外不会随便遇到一个什么地龙什么都被打得要死，地龙水鬼或什么都打得要死。好，那以上就是今天 ELEX 的游玩内容啦。那因为我算是还在恢复嘛，就是这个新冠 COVID-19 还在恢复。那像最后这个结语话比较多，就一直疯狂的，就很喉咙就觉得肿肿，很想咳嗽，非常想咳嗽。那就影响大家观看体验的话，我也没办法，真体谅我一下。那最后就只能祝大家在这段疫情期间平平安安的、顺顺利利的，就这样吧。像我也是感染的时候，我确诊的时候，我也是挺担心公司会很干，会想要 怎么样的之类的，那应该是还好了。现在应该是还好了，对。好吧，那就以上那就这样吧。那我们就感谢大家的收看，我们下次见，拜拜。